Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I have another video for you using this Papercraft magazine. So it's Papercraft Essentials and it's issue 176. Now if you remember, we did make this pop-up box using the free gift and template that we get. I still absolutely love it. I mean, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So we did make that, but I really also wanted to make a card as well. So let me just move that out of the way. So I have this card base in my stash, which is quite a cool card base. I'm not sure which way we're going to go. So yeah, so what I thought I would do today is I would create a card, and I think I actually want it to go the other way. So let me just turn this around, see if I can manage. They're quite fiddly. I don't know what these are actually called. These card bases are called. So if anybody knows, I would really love to know. So yeah, that's better. I like it that way. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to get the papers. So let me just move this magazine out the way. So I will leave a link to the other video using this magazine, because I do go through it in that, and then you'll see how I made that. So let me just move that to one side. I do have all the bits out, so we have the papers and all the die cuts. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to choose my papers. So let us move the die cuts, because we don't actually need them yet. They are going to be for decorating. So I'm thinking that I quite like the idea of the pink on these two sections, and then I'm not sure if I'll have enough of that paper though. So there's a little bit just off to the side to me. Because I was thinking, could we get away with having that in the middle, but I don't think we can. Oh, actually, what about that? Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is, so how I normally do these, because I'm not very good with measuring, as you are aware, is I'm just going to put some tape on it, just on these bits that I'm wanting covering. So just like that. And then I am just going to push this up against that line, just leaving a very, very tiny gap. And that's just so that it will bend. So stick that on like that. If anybody knows what these cards are called, please do let me know in the description, in the comment section below, because I really don't know. I was given these. I have a couple more, and I actually really like using them. So if you do know what it is called, then please do let me know. So I've cut that bit out, and then before I stick it onto here, I'm just going to fold the card like this, and then I'm going to just cut up to this point and then do the same on the other side, and then that way I get a precise fit. So then I'm going to put some of my tape on this bit, and then push that over like that, and there you have it. So there is one side done. So I'm going to do the same to this other side, and I've got bits of glitter everywhere. I've tried to clean up this glitter loads, and I just can't seem to get rid of it. So again, same to the other side, just a bit of tape runner all around, and then we are going to so again, we're just going to put it up against that line, but we are going to leave a little gap so that we can fold it and then stick that down. So I will then cut this around so that is a perfect fit, like that. So I'll get rid of that little bit and I'll keep that bit. And then the same as what we did on this side, we're just going to fold the card out just so that we can get in and cut it. and we're just going to cut it down to that piece there, like that. And then the very last thing is I'm just going to put some tape runner on this bit, like that, and then we're going to stick that down. So that is our two sides done. So let us get this right. Is it that way? Right. Oh, there we go. It will go. It's just being a pain in the butt. Right. Why can't I get this to go how it's supposed to? There we go. So when you finish them, you then just want to fold it back into the place it was. And they are quite tricky, these card bases. But yeah, once you get there, it works. Right, okay, so that is that. We then want to cover this piece in the centre. Now this is where I am actually going to be doing some measuring. So I'm just going to put it up against my card, and I do have a pencil. I'm just going to make a mark just there, and then I'm going to make a mark just along the bottom, and then that is where I will cut. So so it's like 3 3/4 of an inch by just under 6. And then this is where we are going to have to, so just there, and take a small slither out. There we go. So I'm just marking it with the card, just so that I know that I'm going to get the right size. And then I am taking the tiniest bit of paper out between the layers. So as you can see, very, very tiny. And that just helps it go together better. Okay, so that's them done. So then what we are going to do is double check to make sure that they will all fit quite nicely, which they do, so that's always good. Let me just move these off to the side, and then what I'm going to do is just pop some tape runner on and stick it down like that. And then we're going to do the same to all of the other pieces. Like that. And the last bit. Right, so there we have it. So that is our card base complete. So now what we're going to do is we are actually going to dress it up. So I'm just going to move all of these out of the way because we no longer need these bits of paper. So just put them off to the side. We have all of these absolutely gorgeous die cuts. Now I already have this cut out, so whether I'm going to use it or not yet, I do not know. But we have some beautiful sentiments. I quite like this one. So let me see, can we... Oh, that one's quite nice. And then maybe do we want pink or purple? Let's have a look. Right, I do have this free, which could go on the front. No, I don't like that. I do like that flower there though, and I do like this. They're just there, so I really like that. So we could, let's have a look, and then maybe have this one just there like that, and yeah, actually, I quite like that. I think that looks really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So oh, try not to drop it, right. So I'm just going to put some tape runner just on half of this, because we don't want it to stick to any of the other layers. So let us just put that up there like that. So, and then this one, I think I am going to actually raise that one up. So we do need some foam dots, which I have up here. And we can put these all over because they will fit. So just like this. But considering it's like quite a complex card base, I'll have to try and figure out how you actually make them. But I just wanted to show you something different, and just a different way of doing things and a different style of things as well. Because I know I tend to do either 6x4s or 6-inch square card bases. So I just thought today I have these in my stash, so I would come on and just show you something just that little bit different. So let me take these off. And as you saw, it is actually quite quick to come together as well, which is quite nice. And I think it helps that everything is already made for you. Well, cut out, sorry, for you. So that's that bit. We're then going to place this bit on there, which again I am going to raise up. So please bear with me because I know these are quite small. So let us put these all around. But yeah, I really enjoy making cards. I haven't been doing it very long, but I do find it quite therapeutic. I know I'd like to get back into my beading again. I miss my beading and my wire wrap actually. I do a lot of wire wrapping, so I will have to start and do it again. So you don't want, so if you're doing this style of card, you don't want this bit to go over the sides, because then it will, I mean, yeah, it will sort of block it. So that is that. I'm just thinking, do I need another flower maybe down there? How about this pink one? Just like that. Actually, do you know what? Yes, I think I am. So just a little touch of tape runner there. So it looks like a nice little arrangement of flowers now, doesn't it? Oh, it's lovely. Do we want any foliage or any leaves? Oh, I quite like that actually. So that was a nice little happy accident. What about this one? Or is it too big? Oh no, I think that works. Right, I'm going to use just my wet glue to stick these down. There we go. Actually, I'll keep that one in there, and then we'll just put our glue on like that. So that is the front of our card. So then when we open it up, we now just need to decorate this little bit at the back. So let me just, actually I've got a microfiber cloth here that always gets these little bits. So there we are. So this back bit, what can we use? So we don't want anything too big. So maybe, I'm thinking just maybe sort of little flower arrangement in that corner. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Do we need more green leaves? Yeah, I like that. And I'm just thinking, do we want one more leaf over here? Yeah, maybe. Or is that just too much? What do you guys think? I'm thinking it's too much. So let me take that away, let me take that away. And put that back there like that. Let's have a look. What about these little flowers? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anything else we can put on? That is definitely the question. Actually, what about this piece? Because this is quite a nice big piece and looks as though we can, so if I get rid of them two, we put that up there. No, I don't like that. I think it's too much the same colour. I think I'm just going to stick to the original plan, and I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I am just going to glue all of these down. So let me just start with this big flower like that, and then let's put some glue on that. So just like there, and then again with this one. So I do want to keep that leaf because I quite like the leaf. I just think it breaks it up. What about if, where's that empty sheet? Because there was actually another single leaf on it. So what about if we just put another single leaf just there? Yes. Right, now I'm happy. I just felt like that bit there was something missing, but everything I was sort of putting there just wasn't going. I am tempted to put something, just a little something in that card. I don't want the blue. We do have this one here. Oh, what about that? Do you know what? I'm going to do that. So let's put some glue on here. And then pick that up if it'll be picked up. There we go. And then let's spread glue all the way around. Just like that. There. I really, really like that. Okay, let me just move that to the side. Oh, how lovely is that? So that is the card that I have created. Now it has sort of come up there, which I will have to put some more glue down for. But yeah, but that is it. That is the card that we have just created. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? So it's amazing what you can do with a limited amount of supplies, and it's also really cool just by changing the base itself and putting something different on for the base of how different a card can come out. So I really like that. Let me just pick all these bits up and move them out of the way. Do I want to put any sort of sentiment? Because we've got on your birthday, and then we could put just for you, have a beautiful day, lots of love maybe on that one. Yeah, do you know what, why not? There we are. Oh, that's lovely. Right, okay, let me move these out the way. Let me stop getting distracted like I keep getting. Oh, that's not going to sit right. They'll go back in the envelope. So that is it. That is the card that we have created today using the free gifts from Papercraft Essentials. And here it is. And it is issue 176, and it came up with a pop-up box card kit. So that's what I've used today to make this absolutely beautiful card. So there it is again. So this is the front, this is it laid out, and then when it's stood up it just stands like that. But isn't it just gorgeous? I hope it's given you some ideas. Like I say, if you know what the name of this card base is, then please do let me know in the comment section below, because I was given them and they didn't come in any sort of pack or anything, so I'm not actually sure what they are called, but they are really, really nice, and I would like to make them myself. Come on and work out how to make them with you guys. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hopefully I will see you very soon in my next video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.